Okay, what's up everybody? We're back in with another video. Usually we do sports on this channel, but that's not today. There's too much shit going on in my head sometimes to just stick to sports. That's not really the kind of channel I'm trying to be. It'll mostly be sports, it'll mostly be, gambling, but not today. It won't be a sports video at all today. No picks, no analysis. There's gonna be some analysis, but it ain't gonna be sports analysis. So let's get into it. Today, I'm going to tell you why dating cougars, dating older women is actually a bad idea. It's a waste of time. It's not what you think. So let's get started and let's talk about my experience. Well, first thing I need to say is no disrespect to any women. This isn't a misogynistic channel, so no disrespect to the the older women. No disrespect to any older women. But if I offend you, I'm sorry. I really don't give a shit. So I apologize, but just go ahead and click off the video. I don't know why you clicked on it in the first place. You've seen the title, so let me tell you why. So, I'm still a young man. I'm only 25 years old. I've been with some older women though. Let's be honest, that goes from late 20s to late 40s, early 50s. It is what it is. But in my experience, I'm going to tell you why you're wasting your time. You know, it's easy when you're a young man. The ego gets so caught up in, ooh, I'm with a MILF. I'm with an older lady. Yeah, it makes you think you're cool. You think it's really hot shit. We're a younger man, especially when you're new to it. And I get it, But, unless you're just, if you're just trying to hook up with them, if you're just, something casual, whatever, that's a whole other thing. But I'm talking about actually trying to build something with them. I'm talking about actually trying to have something serious, have something committed, especially as they'll view it. And I'm not saying there's not, outliers out there. I'm not saying that there's not some older women with younger men out there that's not happy. I'm not saying that. But congratulations. I don't think that's common. But what I do think is common is this misconception right here. Older women know what they want. You hear that a lot. Bullshit. I'm going to tell you why that's bullshit. If they know what they want, why are they still searching for it at fucking 40 something years old, or 39 years old, or 51 years old, or whatever the fuck? Why are they still searching for it if they know what they want? We're not on here talking about recently divorced women. We're not on here talking about recently widowed women, things like that. We're on here talking about women who are in their late 20s to late 40s, early 50s, mid 50s. We're talking about women on here that claim they know what they want. But like I told you, that is a misconception. That is typically bullshit from my experience. And listen, I've been with my fair share of older women, so I can speak from experience. Sorry if it offends you, but I'm just telling you my truth from what I've seen. So yeah, older women will claim they know what they want. They're not playing games, all this other shit. Yeah, okay, they know what they want. No, they have a delusional, unrealistic view of what they want. You'll never please them. And I'm not talking about sexually. You'll never make them happy. Because like I just told you, they're delusional. They're usually narcissists. There's usually a reason that they are alone at such a older age in their life. I'm not hating, and like I said, it's not all women. We're not talking about recently divorced women. I'm not saying this can't apply to them, because I'm sure there is some of them. But we're not on here talking about widows or, recently divorcees. Not that. Even though it can apply to y'all too, can apply to them. We're talking about the cougars, the older women that prey, if you will, on younger men in their early 20s or sometimes even late teens, 18, 19 years old. Usually what it's about, they're looking for control. They're looking to control somebody. They're usually very narcissistic and they're looking to control a younger man. Yeah, okay, they know what they want. Yeah, they know that they want somebody who's green, somebody who's sweet, somebody who thinks that just because they're with an older woman that they should just kiss their ass and do whatever they say, just bow down to them. Really just thinking that if you do what these women say, bend to their every command, every demand, that they'll eventually love you. They'll eventually see the good in you, and then they'll eventually come around and fall in love with you, and it'll all be fucking great. You'll be with a woman that's 42 or 45, and you'll be fucking 28, and yeah, you'll eventually figure it out. when she's fucking 61. Then it'll all fall into place. Bullshit. Like I said, we're not speaking on hookups. We're not talking about casual sex. Whatever. If you want to go have sex with an older woman, okay, I'm not going to knock you for it. Go do what you want. But we're talking about trying to actually date them and build something with them. It's just a waste of time. It'll never pan out the way you think, more than likely. There is a reason that they are still single at their old age, and they have to come to you at your ripe age. There's a reason for that. They're usually very pessimistic. They're cynical. They're bitter. Nothing is ever good enough for them. Just scorned, bitter, angry women. Who the fuck wants that? Truthfully. Past sexually. If you're on here to, I mean, that's not what the fuck we're talking about. We're past that. I mean, I'm over fucking just typical hookups. I mean, whatever. Yeah, it can be fun every once in a while. We get it. But don't fall victim out here to an older woman manipulating you. And it's not just for money, because a lot of them got their own money. And a lot of them will use that money as leverage against you. A lot of them will use that money to reel you in and really get you feeling good. A lot of them will buy you things unprovoked. A lot of them will really help you out. But there is a catch to that, and there's a reason they're doing that. That's a red fucking flag too, honestly. If they're so quick to spend their money on you, red flag. And a lot of the time it was because they offered these things. And I was very naive to believe that there wasn't a fucking catch to it. Oh, they were really doing it out of the kindness of their heart. But it's about control usually. That's usually what it is. You know, dating men half their age or younger, there's something wrong. There is something wrong. There's something missing. There's usually something that men in their own age bracket are running from, avoiding. There's some red flag or red flags, some sort of baggage. There's something that men their own age are seeing and staying away from. Even if the women are pretty. That's trust me, don't fall for that shit. It doesn't matter if she's 43 years old and beautiful. That's even a bigger red flag. Of course. I'm not talking about the wine moms that just recently got divorced and, you know, just out here trying to have a little fun until they find themselves again. We're not talking about that. That's a whole other thing than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being in an actual committed relationship with an older woman. It will not work as a younger man majority of the time. You know, to anybody that is an outlier or has, you know, had success, congratulations. That's great. I'm proud for you. But from what I've seen from not only my own experiences, but with other people as well, it just doesn't pan out. It doesn't work. So if you want to have some casual fun with them, that's one thing. Okay, that's great. Have fun. But just be careful. Be very wary of what these women's end game is, and be careful from what they're hiding. They've been on this earth for 30 to 50 something years. So they've gotten very good at their game. They've gotten very good at their tactics. They've gotten very good at manipulating a younger man. But just look out for certain signs. They get agitated easily, especially when they don't get their way. Especially when you don't just obey their commands. You know, an older bitch is quick to get upset when all of a sudden you're not this little lap dog, this little sugar baby that they thought that they were just going to boss around like you're still their fucking son. So yeah, be very careful with the signs they show you, with certain things in their communication that they show you early on, or just fucking stay away from. Like I said, unless you're just desperate for some sort of casual hookup or whatever, it can be fun, okay? But, or if you're trying to get back on your feet, you know what, that's a whole other video. I was about to say, unless you're trying to get back on your feet and gotta go move in with one of them or something like that. Don't do that. That's a whole other video. That's a whole other topic. Don't do that. Never move in with a woman. I don't care how old she is. Never move in with a woman unless you're married. And you shouldn't be getting married in your early 20s, in my opinion. You shouldn't be getting married in your 20s at all, probably. You know, different strokes for different folks, different things work for different people, but you should never be moving in with a woman before marriage. That's another thing, but that's a whole other video. But yeah, these things I've told you, I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm not saying all older women that are single are bad or evil people. I'm not saying that. There's some good ones out there that are still single for their own reasons. Some are widowed, some are recently divorced, some are traumatized from previous men or previous relationships. So some women got their reasons for still being single at an older age. But I'm strictly speaking about women that are in their 30s to 50s, etc., whatever, that are purposely seeking out younger men, and it's usually to take advantage of you, and not financially. Maybe sometimes it is. There is that too. There's definitely that too. But usually it's to control you, to manipulate you, to wrap you around their finger and just have a little puppet. That's what they want. Because if they wanted a man, they wanted a grown man, they wanted a big burly blue collar man or whatever the fuck, they'd go find that in their own age bracket. They'd go find somebody that has more in common with them. They'd find somebody that can relate to them more. But if they're not doing that, there's a reason. There's a red flag. There is something wrong. They just looking for the youth. They just trying to find themselves again. Younger men are more fun. Why the fuck at 40 something years old, 50 something years old, 36 years old, why are you still searching for fun? I mean, yeah, we all want to have fucking fun no matter how old you are. You always want to enjoy life. But why are you seeking out younger men? There's older women out here who will tell you that they only date younger men, that they're only searching for younger men. That's a huge fucking red flag. I mean, that's so much worse than even saying, well, age don't matter. I just sort of go with who I connect with. I just sort of go with who I vibe with. Even then, just trust me on this one. Majority of the time, if they are dating younger men, there is a red flag. There's something wrong. And if they have kids, especially older kids that are around, it's going to be fucking weird. It's going to be weird. I'm telling you firsthand. I've experienced it. It's going to be weird. It's weird. It doesn't matter how they try to downplay it or whatever. To me, it's fucking weird. Me in my mid-20s, I'm not coming around your fucking children. Especially if they're older. Especially if they're teenagers plus, grown adults, especially then. My God, especially then. We'll do the single mom topic on another video. We'll save that for another day. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say today. Not misogynistic. Not some fucking pig up here who hates women. Not up here bashing women. Nothing like that. I'm just trying to help other guys out from my own experiences, from things I've seen. So, just be careful out here. It can be fun. You can get caught up in that shit. Ooh, I'm with a MILF. All this other shit. Okay, chill out, bro. If you want to go have a little casual hookup, that's one thing. And there's some out here that will just make it clear to you that that's what they're looking for. Okay, I'm not going to knock that. If that's your goal, if that's what you're looking for right now, I'm not judging. That's fine. I've been there. It's okay. I am strictly talking about committed, real relationships. And majority of them, that's what they're looking for. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for that bullshit talk at the beginning. Though, like I told you, they've had double the lifetime that you've had in some cases to develop their tactics, their communication, their manipulation. So just be very careful. Okay, everybody, that's all on this one. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, we usually stick with sports on this channel, but sometimes we don't, because there's other shit going on in my head and in the world and in life other than sports. But regardless, Friday we will be back with a sports video. We will be back with some college football picks. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.